Good morning, students. Today, students, we will start new chapter, that is chapter number 5, understanding elementary and shapes. So let's start with the exercise 5.1. In this, we will do question number 3. Question number 3, firstly, you have to understand what is written. There is written, draw any line segment, say AB. With the help of a scale, students, we will draw a line segment of any length. Suppose I am taking the length 8 centimeter. So I will draw with the help of scale point, put a point, because you know line segment is a part of a line, it does not have an arrow. So you put dots over here and write AB. Clear? It is of 8 centimeter. Clear? The length of it is 8 centimeter. Then they said take any point C, line between A and B. Anywhere put a C point. Suppose I am putting here. Measure the length of AB. AB length, as I told you, with the help of a scale I made, and I made of 8 centimeter. Then with the help of a scale you have to measure AC. Clear? If you measure it, might be it will be a 3 centimeter. Clear? So you write AC is equals to 3 centimeter. Then you have to measure CB, and it will be, might be a 5 centimeter. You have to measure these lines with the help of a scale only. Clear? Then they said measure the length, we already done, and you have to see is AB is equals to AC plus CB. Now what we do, we will add AC and CB. AC plus CB. What is this AC? AC is 3 centimeter and CB is 5 centimeter. When you add it, it comes 8 centimeter, and 8 centimeter is the length of AB. Clear? Means they are equal. So is AB is equal to AC plus CB? What we write? Yes, AB is equals to AC plus CB. Clear? What we done? We have taken a line segment of any length, then we measure its length, then we do AC, write its measuring length, means AB is 8 centimeter, AC we measure, and then we write CB. Then we add AC and CB. If the answer of AC plus CB is same of AB, then we say yes, AB is equals to AC plus CB. Clear? Now we do question number 4. Question number 4 is ABC are 3 points on a line. Means on a line you have to take 3 points. Clear? Line you have to make. Line you know, arrow 1. So we can take ABC anywhere but C. They said AB is 5 centimeter, BC is 3 centimeter, and AC 8 centimeter. So we will take the longest one. So longest one is AC, and that is of 8 centimeter. It is the longest line. Then they said AB is 5. From A you have to put a scale on A, and from 0 to 5 you have to measure and put a point B. It should be a 5 centimeter. Then they said BC, from B to C if you measure it will definitely come 3 centimeter. Clear? After that they said which one of them lies between other two. Means you have to see which point is lying between other 2 points. If A is the starting point, C is the ending point, so which one is lying between them? B is lying between them. So what we write, as you know, AC is the longest line segment, so B lies between A and C. Clear? So what we did, we have drawn one line. In that we have taken the longest line, that is AC 8 centimeter. Then in between that we put a point B and measure it. AB should be 5, then B to C it is 3. Then we have to tell which one of them lies between the other two, that is B, which lies between A and C. So we write B lies between A and C. Clear? Now we do fifth question. Question fifth is verify D is the midpoint of AG. See, if I see, as you know, from one line to another line, it is 1 unit. Clear? So if I see from D to C, it is 1 point, 1 point and 1 point. It becomes 3 point. Mean from D to A, it comes 3 units. And if I see from D to E, it is 1, 2 and 3. Again 3 units. So they are asking D is a midpoint from both the side, from D to A also, from D to G also. Both come 3 units. It means that from both the side it is having equal distance. So it means D is a midpoint. So we write yes, D is the midpoint of AG because AD is equals to DG and both are equals to 3 units. Clear? Both are 3 units. Now we do question number 6. Question number 6 is B is the midpoint of AC. Clear? They are saying B is the midpoint of AC. So we draw a line. A, C drawn, and B is the midpoint of it. Clear? Then they say C is the midpoint of BD. So now see, all these lines are in a straight line. Clear? Now you have to say AB is equals to CD. Now see, if B is the midpoint, if according to the question B is the midpoint of AC, clear, it means that midpoint means AB is equals to BC and give it first number. Then they say C is the midpoint of BD. So it means BC is equals to CD. Give it second point. Now from 1 and 2, what do you get? Both the thing, if you see, both are equals to BC. From 1 and 2, AC, AB is equals to CD. Clear? Now we do exercise 5.2 question 1. But before starting exercise 5.2 question 1, you must know, in a clock how many dials are there? 12 dials. And if we start from one dial to another dial, we make an angle, right? So if I start from 12 and come back to 12, means starting and ending point are same. So it means I have completed one revolution. And one revolution, students, you know, one revolution is equals to 360 degree. Clear? It means that one complete angle we make, and one complete angle you all know that it is of 360 degree. Clear? But if it start from 12 and it reach to 6, it make a straight angle that is of 180 degree. Clear? Means how much revolution it does? It does half revolution. Clear? Now on the behalf of this, students, we do question number 1. Clear? So in every part you have to make a clock. If you want to make a square one, you can make square one. If you want to make circle one, you can make circle one. Firstly, I start with the A part, that is 3 to 9. Clear? Now see. And they said, what fraction? You have to give the answer in a fraction. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They said from 3 to 9. What it makes? 180 degree angle, because it is a straight line. Straight line means 180 degree angle. So we divide 180 degree by complete revolution, because fraction, how we write fraction? The value which we require we write up, and the total we write down. So total in the revolution is 360 degrees. So 180 degree we have to divide by 360 degree. So divide it. If I divide, answer come 1 by 2. So fraction answer is 1 by 2. Like this manner you do. Now see B part. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They said 4 to 7. 4 means this. To 7. It is making 90 degree angle. Right? So 4 to 7 means it is making 90 degree angle. A straight angle it will make if you make a clock proper. It will make 90 degree angle, because 1/4 we reach. As you know that 12 to 3 if we move, it make 90 degree. 3 to 6 it means if there come 3 points, it makes a straight angle, or 90 degree angle. Always keep this thing in mind. So 90 we divide by total. If we divide it, answer come 1 by 4. Clear? This is the answer. Now students, you have to do C, D, E, F part by your own. It is same like this only. You know, one complete revolution means 360 degree. Half revolution means 180 degree, means angle should be of straight angle. And if there is a 90 degree angle, how? When it make a right angle triangle, it means it is a 90 degree angle. Clear? It will be 1/4. And 3/4 means 3 right angles will come. Clear? 3/4 you know. So I hope you understand today's lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.